You just can't find a skate park like this anymore. There's none left.
It was a meeting ground of the most influential people in the skateboarding world today.
Everything's massive. Walk out the door and it's just like boom.
It was like the biggest, gnarliest park, so we were in heaven.
There's probably more skin laid into that concrete than anywhere else, no question about it.
There was power centers in every zone of Florida, but none of those other areas had the place like Kona.
It was the first big East Coast Pro contest, and I had the last run in the finals. My run was a lot less than spectacular. I knew if I was going to win, I needed to pull a rabbit out of a hat.
Mitch goes up on the top of the tombstone, and he's standing up there, and we're just going, whoa, what's he doing?
And so I got up on the tombstone and I looked down, and just total silence, because I'm like looking down and I'm just concentrating. I'm thinking, how am I going to do this? And I dropped, and I ate it. Just landed in a heap at the bottom.
And he ate shit, and he goes right back up again, and we're starting to lose it. No one had ever done that. We'd never seen it before.
As soon as I get up and start running back up the top, hundreds of people start, yeah, yeah, and they see me climbing back up there and they're cheering. And I get up there and just boom, drop in and make it.
He fully pulled it off finally in front of everyone, and everyone went nuts.
The first tail drop ever done. I mean, maybe somebody else did it first, but it got a lot of credit.
Bruce Walker, my buddy, he protests that my second drop was after the time. And so they hold up the scores and I'd won. I won the whole thing. And then when they had to change the scores, they're like, damn, what do we do? And they had to change it, and this, and I ended up getting third. And his boy, Jim McCall, won it.
When we had contests here when I was a kid, there was bowl, freestyle, there was slalom, and there were speed runs. In the freestyle, I had to skate against that guy, Rodney Mullen.
Rodney, we always looked at with complete awe. First time I saw him was out at a contest here, and there was actually a boys freestyle division. There was a juniors, a boys, a men's. Rodney entered, he goofed up his routine, he got 5th place. And I went over there and I got him on my team. I didn't ask the guy in 4th place, 3rd place, 2nd place, or the kid that won. I wanted that kid. There was something going on there. So he's the one I snagged, and his next 30 contests, he got 1st place like 30 times in a row. He became Rodney Mullen.
We got the park back up and going, and it was right when people started figuring out how to bend plywood. You know, that was the funniest thing, watching the different ramp designs and the first little quarter pipes coming up. So the first half pipe we built was just the U pipe, because everyone was just taking full pipes, cutting them in half, and that was the first half pipes. We're the first skate park to have an official VERT ramp with flat bottom in it, and had the official first Pro-Am VERT ramp contest out here in 1981. What I remember is seeing all the guys from the magazine, you know, coming out to Florida, which was really cool.
Lucero was amateur at that contest. Staub was amateur. Chris Miller was amateur. It was different seeing these guys riding a half pipe, and they were complaining. They're used to riding their big pools, the Combi and the Del Mar and stuff.
Around, all this inspiration is brought out in great skaters, guys like Mike Peterson, Kane Gale, Clyde Singleton, Lindsey Robertson, you know, Mystery Pro, Neil Mims. If I had to pick one person that really personified what Kona's all about, it'd have to be, you know, Buck Smith.
The crowd favorite here, Buck Smith. Bio, I think bionic is about the best word to describe this skater here today.
He's pushing 45, I think now, or something, 43. He's just still so good, you know.
He's never stopped. You know, he's been out here at least once a week for 30 years. You know, unless he was traveling or out of the country or whatever, you know, this is his home.
I come out here every week or so, and I'm with my family. I see these people that are out here to, you know, talk to them and say hi. And I don't know, just living life and coming and skating.
When street came, you know, we were definitely like a dinosaur. I mean, I can remember reading articles in the magazines saying, don't go to Kona. You know, the place is horrible, it's run down. They're taking pictures of freaking barbed wire fence falling down and just crappy old ramps. And, you know, it was a little disheartening at the time, but, you know, that's how it goes. You know, if it wasn't for inline skating, I can tell you we wouldn't be here. Because in the 90s is when inline skating got huge, and we turned into this huge inline skate park. I can remember coming out here and you like count, like, okay, we've got like 2 or 3 skateboarders and 110 inline skaters all rollerblading around. That's what, you know, kept it going. You know, you have to kind of reinvent yourself and roll with it. And, you know, those are, you know, weird times in skateboarding. And you know, we're glad that we're able to transition, you know, through those eras and be able to kind of make it through. But Kona just was the one central place that everybody just kept coming back to.
You know, what's special about Kona is it has something for everybody.
Every generation is in the park. You can become very well-rounded because it has everything that you want to skate here.
This is not just a park for a bunch of Floridians. It's been a park where people from all over the world who skated well came and pushed each other and progressed. Skating places like this is just that special little notch that you just keep, you know, adding on as you go through skateboarding.
Skateboarding's old enough to now where the history matters. And people are kind of looking at multi-generations that have visited here. And even this summer, I had a group of grandparents that came here all summer with their grandkids, okay, skating with their grandkids. And the grandparents talking about, I came here, you know, I brought my kid here, and then now I'm bringing you here. And it's like, you know, 3 generations of skateboarders have come up here into Kona. You see the passion in their eyes and how much it means to them. And it kind of makes it worth it, you know.
Since day one, right?
Yeah.
Since day one? Is that what's going on, brother, man? Good to see you, Buck.
This is my buddy Marty.
This is my buddy, Buck.
I think this is his skate park.
I think it could be kind of your skate park too, in a way, though, huh? So, but it's all
Are you
good.
signing the papers ever?
Nah, I don't think you want that responsibility.
You're right. You're right.